Hello friends, James Stevenson here with a fresh chart showing Tesla's deliveries growth over the past 11 years, since 2013. What's the compound annual growth rate at which Tesla deliveries have increased? Tesla sells more cars every year than they did the year before. What's that look like on a chart? Well, I had my co-host Loki help me make a chart earlier, and I tweeted it out. Let me just share my desktop with you and show you this tweet. To put it in perspective, Tesla deliveries have grown at a CAGR greater than 50% since the start of Barack Obama's second term as president. Just to give you an idea how long ago we're talking about, that seems like a long time ago, right? How long Tesla has maintained a greater than 50% annual sales growth rate. I wanted to show it to you in the tweet so that you can see it all on one screen here. Maybe that's the best view for these first few years. So we've got 2013 here. That's our base year. Tesla actually sold 22,000 vehicles that year. All of them were Tesla Model S vehicles. Why? Because that's the only kind of vehicle Tesla was making in 2013. Only Model S. They had stopped making original Roadsters and selling them. Then in 2014, that number grew to 32,000. All of those were also Model S's, I believe. Then in 2015, Tesla added Model X to the lineup, so you could buy Model X vehicles in 2015 and 2016. You can see if you had taken this 22,000 and grown it by 50%, that would have been 34,000, we're calling it here. I mean, 33,000 if you were just doing the math, but I guess with rounding, it rounds up to 34. Tesla missed that. They only sold 32,000 vehicles that year against a target of 34. So that's one of 2 years on this chart where Tesla missed. The other one is 2017. Tesla only sold 103,000 vehicles, just making sure I'm reading that number right, against a target of 114,000 vehicles. All these numbers are in thousands, of course. And that's because Model 3 was late. Model 3 didn't start sales until 2018, but boy howdy, once it did, 2018 and 2019 handily beat. And then when Tesla started selling Model Y in 2020, they beat that 50% annual growth rate target again. So I guess I should just hop from these targets here. So you start with 34 being 50% more than 22. And then it goes to 50, to 76, to 114, 170, 256, 383, 575, 863, 1,000,000, 294, and then this year it would be 1,941,000. Tesla is not going to make that number this year, so it'll be the third year of the past 11 when Tesla missed that goal, even though I'm not resetting it in the years when Tesla misses, right? So in 2014, I'm not reducing the growth target to the lower of the two numbers. I'm holding it constant. So you just take this 22,000 that Tesla sold back in 2013, you multiply by 1.5. On your calculator, you just keep hitting the equals button every time. It's just compounding the growth at 50% every year is what these gray bars on the chart are doing. I labeled them in the middle because if I labeled both of these series at the top, the numbers overlapped each other, and that's not very clean. So I have the red, the actual bars, labeled above the bar, and I have the target gray bars labeled in the middle of the bar. So let's scroll up and see where we are. Famously, Tesla hit 500,000. It was 499,650 or something, but that rounds to 500,000 in 2020. Then the mistake a lot of people make is they take the growth from there to 2021, which almost doubled from 500,000 to 936, and then they reset it here, and they say, yeah, but Tesla hasn't been growing at 50% from this 936,000 that they posted in 2021. Don't reset your base, right? Leave it alone. In this case, my base year was the 22,000 in 2013, so that's the number that remains the basis the whole way across. You don't get to raise the bar on Tesla just because in some of these years they outperformed. Then 2021, 1,314,000. Sorry, that's 2022. Yeah, 2021 was a really good year. 2022, 1.3 million. 2023, 1.8 million, just over. And then what would the target be for this year? It would be 1,941,000. Through the first 3 quarters of the year, Tesla has only delivered 1.3 million vehicles. Q1 and Q2 were below prior year. Q3 beat prior year, which was good to see. First quarter this year, Tesla has beat. But if you've been following the news, like I've been following the automotive news, you know Tesla's competitors, almost all of them missed in Q3 their deliveries targets. If their target was prior year, they missed. They were all down versus the same period last year, with rare exceptions. So there were a couple that were up by small percentages. Tesla was up 6%. That doesn't sound so great until you see others were down 20% or 30% in Q3 of 2024. So Tesla's not going to hit this number. They would need to sell more than 600,000 vehicles in Q4 to hit this number. So we'll miss the 50% growth target here in 2024, but I thought it was worth putting this chart together just to see what a great run Tesla had over this time period. I mean, that was pretty good. And then, you know what's late right now is the Tesla Robotaxi and the Tesla, the compact vehicle. And maybe on 10/10, we'll find out that Tesla has plans to build a whole lot of those. And maybe in a future year, they'll get back to this 50% trend line. It's not impossible. They would need to spool up a lot of production in order to keep this target moving. 50% growth is a lot once you get into the millions, which is where Tesla is. Of course, you can't keep up a 50% growth rate forever. As Elon said, I should have pulled up the reply. Our production will not exceed the mass of the universe. Yeah, if every year you grew at 50%, you would get to absurd numbers sooner or later that are more than the entire market, or what have you. But that's my video for today, unless Loki has anything he wants to add. Nope, he is just curled up in bed and snoozing. So with that, I will outro by thanking you for watching this video. I appreciate all of your likes. If you feel like supporting me, you can find out how to do that in my bio on X. Or you're a smart person, you'll probably figure it out. As my smart person executive producers, Kathy Kitchler and Rebellionaire.com did. And I'll see you in the next one.